This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at some footage from Gencon 2019. We are going to be looking at a game that I think is the most anticipated game I have ever experienced in all the years that I've done the channel, and that is a game called Oathsworn. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is fantastic. The mechanics are ridiculous. We're going to be taking a look at some of the footage from Gencon, where 4 people sat down and did the demonstration with the wonderful creator of this game. He is going to go through everything and suck you right into it. And what you're going to see is basically the way they play it out, a last turn where it's either the heroes or the giant rat, who is just incredible. But there is just so much going on with this game. I can't wait to show it to you. I think you're going to be thrilled. I am behind this 110%. I told them whatever they needed from this channel. I want this to get funded. We'll let you know more when it goes live on Kickstarter, but I promise you, this may be one of the best games I've ever seen. So without further ado, let's go check out. Folks, today we're going to take a look, and we've actually got one of the designers here that is going to show a group Oathsworn into the Deepwood, and wait till you see this game. It is absolutely gorgeous, unique mechanics and a lot of things. He's going to be teaching it to a game. We're going to tape it and we're going to bring it to you, and I hope you really enjoy this. So without further ado, let's go down to the table.
We have been making this game for 2.5 years. There's 25 of us working in 8 time zones trying to make this thing ready for Kickstarter this October. Now, if you look up behind you, what you're seeing here is the Deepwood. When the Deepwood came, it destroyed all of civilization. The farmland, the roads, the villages, the towns, all gone. All that's left of society now lives inside these quarantine cities, islands in a sea of death and trees. Life inside the cities is grim, right? There's the starvation, there's disease, and if that wasn't bad enough, then the monsters turned up. No one knows why they come or where they come from, but they attack the walls like velociraptors in Jurassic Park, right? They have caused all kinds of trouble. They nom on the citizens when they can, and they try and attack caravans that try to trade with other settlements. And so in answer to this, the king created the free companies. That's you guys. Now, have you ever seen the film Predator? Yep. Okay, you are basically Dutch's team in Predator. Okay, you are the best that mankind's got, but you're fighting a monster, and so your survival rate is not very good. Colloquially, a new free company member is called a 60-seconder, because that's how long they survive first contact with an enemy. Those that do survive tend to turn into these grim, gritty warriors who stalk the earth hunting monsters for contract. Now, this all looks really cool over here, but actually a big part of the game is here, and it starts right here with the story. Now, do you know Choose Your Own Adventure games? Yeah. Right, now this is the world's first Twisting Tales game. It's a board gamer's adult version of a Choose Your Own Adventure game. We have a team of 7 writers with a New York Times bestseller writing a 200,000-word epic novel that you play through as you go through. And we integrate with all kinds of modern board game mechanics so that you can have these lovely maps that you're moving around. And so what might happen is you might have your free company, it comes into this city, and all it knows is that the bodies are piling up, right? So it's your job to find out what's going on. So you'll move around this city, you'll be unlocking tokens that let you travel to different parts of the city. Those tokens will go onto a time track, so you're in a race against time, against the monster, trying to hunt this thing down. And as you go through, you'll be unlocking mystery elements, you'll be gaining allies, gaining tokens, you'll be doing all kinds of cool stuff, gaining items, and eventually you'll find the monster, or it will find you, and it goes down into the encounter, right? So this in world time is like hours and days. This is the 60 seconds we just talked about, right? Where the teeth are flying and the blades are swinging. Now, 200,000 words might sound like a lot of words, right? It's a big book. You might not want to read 200,000 words. So what we have is we also have a companion app which will read it for you. And you know Game of Thrones? Do you know Lord Commander Mormont in Game of Thrones? Yep. He's our narrator for our app. He will read you this story. So the rain's coming down, the monsters are sailing the walls, and you've got this gritty, grim Scottishman reading you the story as you go through. So you guys have found the brood mother. You guys, she's been nomming on the local citizens, and now you're going to be attacking her. You've all been kind of been beating her up for a bit, and you've been beating up yourself. So you're on 2 HP. She's only got 6 HP left, down from 30. And the game today you're going to play is called Whack-A-Rat. You have to kill her in 1 turn, or you will die. So the way we're going to be doing this is with Animus. In front of you, you've got a bunch of Animus gems that you spend Animus gems to be able to take actions in the game. You can either move or you can use ability cards. To move, it costs 1 Animus, to move 1 Hex, or you can play ability cards. Now, ability cards in the top left-hand corner of every card, there is a number in orange. That is the cost to play that card. So you can play any amount of cards, move around as much as you want, as long as you've got Animus to spend. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with you and the Ursus and move around this way around the board to see if we can get rid of this rat. Now what we need to do is pick up your hands. Now this is the face down cards in front of you. Pick that up and that's what we've got. Now don't worry about the faff on the cards. Just look at the title and it'll give you an idea of what sort of thing you can do with your character. So, we're going to start with you. You're the bear.
Yes.
You're over there surrounded by rats. What looks fun to do to you?
Feral blow.
Feral blow. Okay, right. So, you're going to put this card down.
Yes.
And it's going to cost you 3 Animus to
Okay.
play. Now, the next thing you need to do, that just goes over there on that
yes,
side
yes.
now. The next thing you need to know about this card is the cooldown number. There's a white number in the top right-hand corner of every card. And what you'll see is around your player boards over here, you'll see that there's a bunch of cards on cooldown already. There is positions 3, 2, 1, and 0 around your board, and this creates a cooldown system. So you will take your 0 card and put it at 0, and that will let you do your card. Now, this is where it gets even better. We have something called the battle flow system. Now, in real combat, most of the time, the person who wins is not the person who's most skilled with the blade. It's normally the person who has the most stamina. It's the person who can keep standing, keep breathing, keep moving, keep fighting until the job's done, right? So we have a unique mechanic called battle flow that allows us to do this. When you take a card, say you take this one and it had a 2 on it, you take this card out of your hand, put it on position 2, and it will then battle flow every card at that position 1 around. And you're trying to push these cards around the board back into your hand so you can use them again, to push them around again, to keep going. So it's an entire game about pushing the ability cards back into your hand. Finally, when they get to 0, at the beginning of your turn, if you've got any cards at 0, they come back into your hand, or if you battle flow them at 0, they come back into your hand, right? So you're going to do a heavy blow. Now we get to combat. So, are you a dice woman or a card woman?
Dice.
Okay, because you can choose in this game. Combat resolution is up to you. So if you want to use the cards, the reason you might want to use cards is because cards care about you, right? A card cares if you've missed. It cares. It wants the best for you. And so a card system will give you perfect averages over the course of a battle. A dice does not give a damn. A dice will miss till the cows come home. It may crit every time. They're epic and tragic at the same time, right? You're going to go for dice. So you've got this bear. You've got a little yellow cube here. This represents your big axe. So you get 1 yellow dice, and then the next thing is the question for you is how many dice do you want to roll? So a lot of games you get told how many dice to roll, right? In this game you choose how many dice you want to roll, because in combat you choose how hard you want to swing that weapon. You can swing for the fences and go for a massive damage blow, or you can do a quick jab to get a little damage that's more likely to hit. So you've got this little rat here. It's not got a lot of defense. It's only got 2. It's got 1 HP, so it's not too hard to hit. Now, if you wanted to, you could roll all the dice in the world, but here's the rub. If ever you roll 2 blanks, the entire thing will miss. So you can choose, it's up to you, how many dice do you want to roll? You've only got a little 2 defense thing to hit, so you might not need so many. Over to you.
All right, and I'll roll 2.
Okay, so roll that with the yellow, see what happens. Nice, okay, so you did 4 damage in total. You got 1 miss, but it's not the 2, so you haven't missed entirely. So the way we do damage in this game is you add your damage up, 4, and you divide it. You don't subtract it, you divide it by the defense of the enemy, which is 2. So that rat has 2 defense. 2 into 4 goes how many times? 2. So you did 2 HP damage to it. It's only got 1 HP, so you killed it twice.
Yes.
Right, so get rid of that rat, that's dead over there.
Which one?
Is that what you want?
The one to my right.
Okay. Okay, so now
Correct, yeah.
it's right. So we're now going to move on to the warden. The warden's turn now. So the warden's going to have a go. You mate over there. What do you fancy doing?
Well, see, I feel like we need to kill the brood mother, but I could kill all these rats, which might help, I think.
Yeah, might clear the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try an arcing strike.
Okay, so your cost over there is 4 Animus. So you need to put that across, and then you do the cooldown. So what's the cooldown number? So it goes on position 2 on your board, and it battle flows that other card 1 position round, and it doesn't cascade. So it goes around, then if you play the 1 card now, both of those cards will move to 0. So you can play that whole system trying to move those cards around. Okay?
So I would need to play a 1 card and they would go to 0.
Exactly.
And then do I pick them up?
No, when they're at 0, they're still on the board. If you rotate them at 0, they come back into your hand. So you've got an attack to do. Now you're going to do you're going to attack for the same damage to all these rats. So you get to choose as many whites as you want. You don't get a yellow because you don't have a bit as big an axe as there. So how many dice do you want to roll? You only need 2 to be able to take them all out.
Right.
Be glorious.
Oh, perfect. Exactly 2. Good call. Right, so you'll do enough to wipe out all these rats. They're all gone. So you've cleared the way for the priest now. So you haven't got much animus left, so we're going to move on to the ranger now to have their go. So you're currently 5 hexes away, 6 hexes away.
This
You've got a range of 4 on your bow. So you need to move in 2 first, and it costs 1 animus to move each hex, and then you get to attack. Okay, you're going to hide behind the priest. You're going to regret that. Okay.
I can shoot through?
Yes, you can. You're absolutely fine. You shoot through this no behind the side.
So if I do this multi-shot?
Multi-shot,
I
okay.
can get all 3 of those?
That's right. So you pay the 4 animus it costs, and then that goes on cooldown 3. So you put it on 3 position. So that's the 2 position. 3 position to the right, and it moves that other card around. So just that one? No, just the one. That moves to there. There we go. Right, now you get to attack. So your bow's pretty heavy. So you get a yellow dice, or you can use yellow cards if you want. It's entirely up to you. And then you get as many whites as you want. Now, what you've got to know about this is you're shooting the brood mother in the face. She's got 3 HP left. You know that you need 2 times 3, 6 damage to be able to take the head out. So how many dice do you want to roll now?
Go for glory.
6?
6 damage.
Let's do 5 dice.
5 dice, okay, rolling.
That's terrible.
That's right. Now, you have a reroll token, but even if you reroll one, you still miss. So this is what happens when you miss. The determination rule kicks in, and what happens there is that you can pick any one of the 5 combat tokens in the game and get them. Now, there's like reroll tokens, defense tokens, all kinds of stuff, but the ones that particular interest to you, I believe now, would be the +3 animus tokens. You get some animus tokens, and they move across the board. Sorry, it's +2 animus tokens, right there, and it goes across to there. So you get 2 animus back. Now, I don't know if you've got enough animus to do another attack, have you?
I do not.
Oh, okay, right. So this is going to get serious now. This is all on you. All right, priest. You can do it. You was pretty bad. So priest,
So I got to move up to the brood mother.
you need to move up, and
Alright,
this.
so that's 2 animus.
So you're going to move the priest up to the brood mother. Now,
And
you need to play a 3 attack card, a 3 animus card, because you need to unlock this extra animus to do the second attack in this situation.
what is the lightning bolt?
So that's a pushback, a knockback for the ability. And that's going to cost you 4. So you're going to want a 3 attack and
so
3
we'll do
animus cost
3.
you. Right, so that's a heavy blow. It costs 3. Goes on cooldown 0.
Goes on cooldown 0.
That's right, there we go. Right, and then you get to attack. Now, you've got a brick on a stick. So you've got 1 yellow dice and then as many whites as you want. You first have to clear this head to get the extra animus you're going to need. So 3 times 2 is 6. You need 6 damage, or else everybody at this table dies.
Go for glory.
Well, I mean, if everyone does.
Or we could do.
If everyone dies, take the extra dice.
Anytime you can do the cards.
I always
instead of
risk
the
too
dice.
much.
Anytime.
Oh, I could do the cards?
You want cards? Oh, he didn't.
No.
Oh my god!
You did it.
Big damage, right. Now, we haven't rolled this before, but this symbol here is a crit symbol. And what a crit symbol does is when you roll a crit, the dice explodes and another dice of the same type pops out of it and you get to roll that for free.
Yeah.
That can't miss stuff.
Can't miss.
No. Right, so you get even more damage. So we got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's the second highest today. The record is 19. So that's pretty close.
I have had such a cold streak with dice this entire convention.
He's been doing
That was it right there. That's all your luck for life.
This is the entire
Not for this demo.
That's right. That's
Not when
right.
it's going to be on YouTube.
So your brick on a stick comes round, smack, you crack the head of the brood mother, you cave it in, and you do way past enough damage to take the head off. This is good, right? Because what happens now is you get to unlock a +2 animus token, so you get 2 of your animus back. This is going to give you a second chance at the kill, but wait a second, something else happens as well. This is grim dart. Crushing something's head does not kill it, it just makes it angry. This is So what's going to happen now is the Broodmother's going to come at you. All of these monsters are a unique fight, right? You're not fighting her again. You're going to fight different monsters. You're going to be, each one has its own mechanics, its own special abilities, and its own ability cards. They has 15 ability cards that come in 3 phases. So if you ever played an MMO raid boss, it's like that. They change their behavior as they go. So it's really thematic. It's like playing a movie as you go through this thing. So this whole deep, rich mechanic for these monsters. So this particular one, whenever you take the hit point off of the monster, it will draw an attack card and play it against the person who did the damage, which is you. So it's coming for you. And doing a tail whip. So it says a barbed tail thicker than your leg comes round in a brutal arc. So what happens is the Broodmother turns away from you, and here comes the tail. Bam, 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 bam. It's gonna, luckily for the Ranger, she's at range 3, so she's not gonna get hit. The tail sweeps in front of her face, but it does hit the Warden and the Priest. So now we go to damage. This thing is 12 tons of rat, teeth and fur, right? So it rolls a lot of damage. It's going to roll 6 dice. Now at the moment, if you tried to face tank this damage, you would die. So something needs to change. Thankfully, this is where your cards come back in again. All of the cards in the game are multi-use cards, and you can use a card for the defense value on it. So you can, whenever you get hit, burn exactly 1 card in your hand to gain the defense value. It's a temporary bonus. It will go on cooldown. It doesn't cost you any animus to do it, and it will battle flow cards as usual. But what you're doing is you're trading the future offensive ability of that card for an immediate defensive buff. So you're riding the lightning on just how much you're willing to trade in offense to gain defense in the moment. So you're both getting smacked. No, sorry, you are getting smacked and you are getting smacked over there. Warden, what card are you going to play?
I've got a shield bash.
So you're going to get an extra 3 defense for yours. So you're up to 7. That battle flows that other card around to 2. The one underneath. There it is. And then over here, you've got to play a card? So it has to be a card in your hand.
Card in my hand.
It's funny to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I got 3.
Good, right, okay, you got 3. That's, thank goodness. Okay, so over here, you've got a defense 3 that goes from cooldown 3. And that moves up there. So you've got 3, no, it doesn't cascade, it just stays there.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay, it does move around, it just stays right there. So it moves around one position, then stops. So you've got 3 defense plus 3, so you've got 6.
Right.
Now we say you roll your own doom in this game.
Hopefully they go cold again.
Yes, when you go cold.
Oh my goodness. Right, okay. So
let me roll
what we've got here, I say goodbye to because you've got, thankfully, rats don't crit, thankfully. They also don't miss, they're too big to miss, right? So you've done 9, 10, 11 damage to yourself. Now, over there you have 7 defense. So 7 into 11 goes how many times?
Less than 2.
Yeah, once, right? We forget all the remainders, we only care about the breakpoints. So you only lose 1 HP, you're still alive. Over here, now this is good for you, you have 6 defense.
So
6 into 11 goes 1, and 5 remainder. If you had played any other card by that 3, you would be dead right now. But
Or
you're
if
still
this
in the
had been a
game. You're still in the game. So, now is the time for you to do this last attack. You've got 3 animus for 1 more attack, 1 chance to save this team.
All
I don't have an attack.
This one here says spend 3 to attack.
Okay.
So you can put that down on cooldown 1, goes round to cooldown 0. Now here's a little tactics thing, right? If he had played these 2 cards in the opposite order, this card would now be in his hand. But because he played it in this order, it's now sitting at 1. So there's a whole game here, moving these cards around your board, trying to improve your efficiency. So you're going to get attacked. Now this is it, you've got to swing for the fences. There's 3 HP there, 2 defense, that's 6 damage.
I'm rolling well.
Brick on a stick, however many whites you want to roll.
Yeah.
Now that you said it.
I need 3.
1 shot. Oh, right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. Now you have one. You have 1 reroll token.
Oh.
Use it.
You gained this when you were during the story. You found out something about the Broodmother and gained that token. Now what you're going to need to do here. This is going to be something special. You have to crit and then roll another dice on top of it to be able to make this happen. So if this is a crit, you can have a chance. If it's not, everybody here dies.
No pressure.
Oh, and the Broodmother.
That's about on par.
I'm afraid you all die under a tide of fur and teeth. I'm sorry about that.
Gave him a whole bunch of hope and took it all away in the same thing.
That was good. That's good damage.
This is fantastic, folks.
So that's a quick idea of how the game runs. And just so you know, we're going to be
Absolutely fantastic. Oathsworn into the Deepwoods, folks. I mean, this is coming on Kickstarter. You're going to want to check this out. Just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely superb. Everything that's right up my alley. I'm looking forward to this. We're going to do as much as we can to really promote this game, and I think we're going to even try to paint some of these figures. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little demo. And until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.